Oklahoma. Driving the R2 car, it is Brad Costello. On the outside, the 164 out of Hutchinson is James Weavy. Inside row number 2, the 57 car from Garber, Oklahoma is Andy McElfresh. And on the outside, driving the 10-4 car from Haven, Kansas, Adam Pop. Inside row number 3, from St. John, Kansas, it's Scott Abusin. Alongside, scheduled out, the 8D, there he is from Wichita, Devin Hammond. In row number 4, it's the 11 car of Jason Dove out of Stafford, Kansas. He sits alongside the 121 from Hutchinson, Greg Lynch. The H2O is Derek Oden out of Hutchinson. Rod Northcutt from Wichita is the N50. The 711 from Hutchinson is Darren Dove. In the 13 DC, that is Darren Kane. He's out of Hutchinson. Driving the 829 from Wichita, Carl Fry. In the number 2 from Hutchinson, it's Aaron Humphreys. The 63K from Haven is Kelly Blanton. In the 47 car from Hutchinson, Chris Bratcher. The 33J is Bruce Swank out of Valley Center. And the R36 is Richard McReynolds out of Arlington. That is your championship event in the Thumper division for the 56th annual Hutchinson Grand Nationals. Hutchinson Grand Nationals. Out of turn number 3, into 4, Costello on the button with his showtime. Everybody clearing turn numbers 1 and 2. We're down that long back straightaway here at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Brad Costello, Andy McElfresh, Adam Pop, Weavy. That's your top 4 off of 4. Lap number 1. Adam Pop now taking a look at McElfresh, the run for the 2-3 spot. It's still Brad Costello out of Enid, Oklahoma. McElfresh. Here comes Weavy on the bottom. James Weavy in that 164 out of Hutchinson. Gets around Adam Pop. He's in third. Here comes the 121 car now. Greg Lynch out of Hutchinson back there in the 6th spot as your leaders making their way off of turn number 4. Got a car up there on the top side of 4. That's Darren Kane. He gets it down and gathers it back up. We stay under green. It's still Brad Costello out of Enid, Oklahoma. Weavy now up in 2nd. Adam Pop in the 10-4 now in 3rd. Devin Hammond's the D8. Lynch, we got the caution on the speedway. Andy McElfresh out of Garber, Oklahoma, sitting up there on the top side of turn number 4. He was running in that number 2 spot. They start to pick it up, coming down, green flag waves. Costello and Adam Pop now side by side out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Pop gets the advantage going into turn number 3. Costello now got a flat on the left rear on the R2 as we come off of 4. Down that long Kansas. Devin Hammond out of Wichita, the D8. Costello out of Enid, Oklahoma, the R2. James Wavy is the 164. Got a car over here between turn numbers 1 and 2. Spins down on the bottom of the speedway as your leaders make their way through 3 and 4. Caution comes out on the track. Adam Pop. Devin Hammond's the D8. James Wavy is the 164. None of them have won a Hutchinson National title. In fact, you go through this field, wow, a lot of guys have contended for it, but a lot of these drivers seeking their first ever Hutchinson Grand National title. As track officials get the guys side by side, your leader to the bottom, second place outside, third inside, fourth outside, etc., etc. Caution light's been turned off from your Midwest Ford and Toyota starters tower. You got a favorite out there? Well, you got 5 laps of 15 into the books. We got 10 more to get it done. So the field checks its off of turn to the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Adam Pop back on the gas. Through 3 and 4, green flag waves. It's still Adam Pop, Devin Hammond, James Wavy, Rod Northcutt, and Derek Oden. Oden now gets up there into the number 4 spot. Pop, Hammond, Wavy, Oden, Northcutt, your top 5 off of 4. As your leaders make their way down the front straightaway, halfway over. Caution out on the speedway. Caution light is out. Got some debris up on the top side of turn number 3. Do it annually. You ever get out here a little bit early, check them out right off at turn number 1. Lights are out. It looks better. We're back going racing. Wavy in the 164 tries to duck underneath Hammond. Hammond going to drift up at turn number 2. He'll fall back into that number 5 spot. Your leader, Adam Pop, out of Haven. Down the front side, James Wavy out of Hutchinson, the 164. Derek Oden in the H2O. Jason Dove is the number 11 out of Stafford, Kansas. He's running 4th right now. Here comes Costello in the R2. Brad Costello out of Enid in that R2 had to change a tire. He's worked his way now back up into 5th. Caution is back out. number 2 gets it fired back up. The field into turn numbers 3 and 4. Pop out of Haven brings the field into turn number 4, starts to get back on the gas. We're looking at it and back under green. Jason Dove in the number 11 out of St. John, Kansas, challenging for that number 3 spot with Derek Oden in the H2O out of Hutchinson. Side by side, Dove gets the advantage going into turn number 3. Oh, we got a spin. That's Northcutt out of Wichita. It's Pop, Weavy, Oden, Dove. The R2 is Costello. Just past the halfway point. The field down off of 4 green flags waving. Pop gets a good start. Here comes Costello to take a look at Dove. He'll back down and stay in the number 5 spot. Adam Pop out of Haven, James Wavy out of Hutchinson, your top 2. Then it's Oden out of Hutchinson, Dove and Costello. Oh, James Wavy spins it over there at turn number 2. Wavy out of Hutchinson spins it in turn number 2. The field through 3 and 4, the caution is going to come back on. So your second place car, James Wavy out of Hutch. Caution lights off, Adam Pop, Haven, Kansas, Jason Dove, Brad Costello, green, white, checker to finish it up. Here we go. Costello got a little bit high going into turn number 1. He'll hold on to 3rd spot, but drop some real estate. Now down that long back straightaway. Adam Pop, Jason Dove, Brad Costello. Into turn numbers 3 and 4. Costello gets a little high again. White flag coming out for Adam Pop out of Haven, Kansas. Final time into turn number 2. Down that long back straightaway here at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. That's Darren Kane over here in turn number 2. He spins it. Will stay under green off of turn number 4. Adam Pop brings the field off of 4. Checkered flag. Haven, Kansas. Adam Pop. Dove. Costello. Hammond. Well, the remainder of the field makes its way by the finish line and your Midwest Ford and Toyota Starters Tower. Your 2012 Thumper champion in the 56th edition of the Hutchinson Grand Nationals is from Haven, Kansas, the 10-4, Adam Pop. We're going to send Scotty Styles. Well, I can hear him screaming. He's got his helmet on. He just threw his gloves a mile away. Neck brace off, helmet getting buckled. The guy from Haven, Kansas just became the 56th annual Hutch National Champion. Like the whole town of Haven just came over to meet him. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, your champion of the Thumper, Adam Pop. We talked
talked earlier today, and you felt the heat tonight would be more car than last night because a little dried off and maybe it helped you a little bit.
Absolutely. When it's dry slick, it's a driver's trap. So I just wheeled it, hit the gas, make it go right. So
you and McElfresh had a great battle early, then he broke, and then all you had to do was basically hang on, survive the cautions.
Absolutely right. I just tried to. It was a good race. There was the four of us in front, me, Weavy, Andy, and Brad. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be tonight, but I just held it to the floor and kept her going.
You are now the champion of the 56 Nationals at the Hutchinson, the big half mile. You finally won one.
This is the one I wanted last year, and I got it, so yeah.
Adam Pop out of Haven, Kansas. Let him hear it.
Yes, sir. Right there's a happy farm boy right there out of Haven, Kansas, ladies and gentlemen. The 10-4 of Adam Pop. And now he gets the rest of his crew up there in front of the car. You don't think there'll be a party in Haven somewhere tonight? It's a national champion, Jared Reimer. On the outside, the 14 from Hutchinson, another multi-time Nationals champion, Ray Nolf in the 14. Inside row number 2 from Nickerson, Kansas. Driving the 01, it's Chris Pitts. And outside of Pitts, in the 311, out of Hutchinson, it's Adam Schrog. Inside row number 3, driving the 34 car, another multi-Hutchinson National champion from Valley Center, Darren Moses. He sits alongside the driver from Nickerson, the 29 of Marlon Farr. The 57, he's out of Enid, Oklahoma. It's Jerry Durr. And the 03, scheduled out Jeremy Bishop out of Hutchinson. The 24B from Newton is David Blocker. The 56 car from Enid, Oklahoma is Darren Bush. Driving the number 28, he's out of Drummond, Oklahoma. It's Derek King. Sitting alongside the young lady out of Hutchinson, the 429 of Shelby Stuckey. Making up your championship event, Bob Roberts in the 23R out of Hutch, and Ron McCoy in the 16 out of Valley Center. Let's go down trackside with Scott Stiles.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have 4 big features left. Please stand and rise. Let them hear you over these motors as they come off at turn number 4. Here comes your street stock. 15 lap, Amen.
Makes it through turn numbers 1 and 2. Down that long back straightaway here at the Kansas State Fairgrounds, working lap number 1. Reimer, Nolf, right there off of turn number 4. Lap 1's got to go to Reimer. Back there in the back of the field. Next it's turn number 2 down that long back straightaway. Jared Reimer and Ray Nolf. That's your top 1 and 2. Adam Schrog holding on to 3rd, then it's Pitts in 4th. Holding down that number 4 spot. Here comes Moses up alongside. Darren Moses in the 34 moves into the number 4 spot. So we're going to have a new leader off of turn number 4. It's Ray Nolf out of Hutchinson in the 14. Reimer, Schrog, Moses. Ray Nolf out of Hutchinson, down off of turn number 4. Straight stock championships on the speedway. In the 1, Nolf. Reimer, straightaway between Darren Bush, Pitts, and now Bush up there into the challenger for the 5 spot. Darren Bush puts the 56 into the 5th spot out of Enid, Oklahoma. Your leader out there by himself right now. Off of turn number 4, it's Raynolf out of Hutchinson. Reimer, Schrog, Moses. Just at the halfway mark, Shelby Stuckey in that 429 takes the car down into the infield. The night's over for the young lady out of Hutchinson. Here's Raynolf, your leader. Some smoke coming out of it. 5 laps to go. We'll keep an eye on your leader, Raynolf out of Hutchinson to number 14. More smoke coming out of the back of the 14 as he goes into turn number 3. No, off of 4. He's got 4 laps to do it. Smoke some more. David Blocker lipping the 24B down the front straightaway right now. As your leader, no. Into turn number 1 of the front straightaway and into turn number 5. Your leader, Raynolf, now starting to feel some pressure as we come off of turn number 4. Here's your leader, Nolf, Reimer, Schrog, Moses. Nolf trying to limp one home down that back straightaway. He's into turn number 3, but here comes Jared Reimer. White flag. He's got to make it go a half a mile. No. Reimer now right there back off of turn number 2. Final time down the back straightaway. Raynolf into turn number 3. Here comes Jared Reimer. He's catching right up on the backside of Nolf. Can't get it done. Checkered flag. It'll be Raynolf. Reimer. Whoa. Schrog. Moses. Well, that one had some anticipation in it as he wraps up another Hutchinson Grand Nationals title. Taking the win in your street stock division. He's out of Hutchinson, the number 14 of Ray Nolf. He'll be right down there at the O'Reilly Winner's Circle with Scott Stiles. We'll find out exactly what the situation was with the car, how close it was to not even coming to be, but it is your 56th annual Hutchinson Grand National Champion. He's down there. We'll go down trackside with Scott Stiles. Ray Nolf picking it up.
Ray Nolf has been on somewhat of a hot streak, been dominating division at 81 Speedway. He climbs out of the car right now. Let him hear you from Hutchinson, Kansas. Your champion, Ray Nolf. I was standing in turn 1 on lap 6 and I saw something fly off the rear end. Let's talk about that rear end because it was shaking quite a bit. What was the ride like?
Well, it was hairy. It was starting to go sideways all the way down the front straightaway, back straightaway. I thought I was toast, but I just said, heck with it, I'm going to keep going. I just got to thank the Lord Jesus, my wife. I want to ask everybody to pray for my brother. He's been intensive care for the last month. And I just appreciate it, everyone give him some prayers, and thanks to the ones that have been, and this is awesome.
I'll tell you what, how does it feel to become a champion again here at the Nationals? I know this is you got home to you, and you always come here every year and you put on a great show for fans.
Well, we have run good in the past here, but I've been kind of bombing out the last 2 or 3 years, but I thought I was going to do it again when the car broke on me, but it held in there. I don't know how.
Well, I'm sure your brother would be proud of you. Dedicate this to him. He's a champion as well. Congratulations on being the champion of the street stock division.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Ray Nolf, ladies and gentlemen. Sport Mod A-Main 15 racing laps, $1,000 on the line. Let them hear ya.
So the 2012 4x4 pickup out of Midwest Ford Toyota right here on East 30th and Hutchinson. The official pace vehicle makes its way off the back straightaway. That sets the field on its own. Your Bob Howard Mopar NCRA Sport Mods. This one has the potential of being a dandy. Into turn number 3. Caution lights turned off from your Midwest Ford and Toyota starters tower here at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. 15 times around. They start to pick it up off of turn number 4. It is showtime! Three wide in between 1 and 2. Here we go. Down on the back straightaway. Everybody hangs on and we're down through 1 and 2. Kinzer Edwards in that number 10, the guy on the move that first lap. But lap number 1 goes to Decker. 39. Down that back straightaway, you got a challenge for the number 2 spot. Your Sport Mods into turn number 3. It's still Caleb Edwards, the 99 out of South Coffeyville, Oklahoma. Here comes the number 10, Kinzer Edwards. Kinzer Edwards in the number 2 spot. As we head down that long back straightaway of the field. Under green, your leader, the 99 car, is Caleb Caleb Edwards down off of turn number 4. Edwards, Kinzer. Robert Elliott into number 21. Took a look at the number 2 spot out of Clinton, Oklahoma. And a back down. Your leaders lining them up through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. And we got up on the top side of turn number 4. Caution comes out. I believe that's your point leader, the 327 of Chad McNamara out of Palm Creek, Oklahoma.
It is Warren. He's got a flat right rear tire. Crew will hurry up and get that changed. We get a couple laps, courtesy laps to get that changed. It is shredded. Looks like sheet metal. Looks like he had a little sheet metal. The sheet metal cut that tire down.
So not only did your point leader here coming into tonight with the Bob Howard Mopar PDC NCRA Sport Mod Division have to come out of a B main, now he's got to go to the back of the championship feature event due to the flat tire. So the 327 of Chad McNamara out of Palm Creek, Oklahoma.
Also the 42 in for a tire change as well.
Todd Decker out of Edmond, Oklahoma right there. Another feature winner on the series this year. So activity right there on the exit of turn number 4 here in your Sport Mod Championship event. Oklahoma, the number 99, takes the field down that long back straightaway. Actually 57 feet longer than the front straightaway here at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Into turn number 3. Looking to go back under green. Field looks good going into turn number 4, side by side. Green flag waves and we're back under racing. As your leaders make their way to turn number 4, keep it on the back of that field. You got those Chargers coming up through the back due to those cautions. It's still Caleb Edwards down that back straightaway. Kinzer Edwards into number 10. That's your top 2. We come down off of turn number 4. Caleb Edwards out of South Coffeyville, Oklahoma. Robert Elliott now knocking on the door of Kinzer Edwards. That's your run for the 2-3 spot. Your leader still remains the 99 of Caleb Edwards down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Kinzer Edwards. A tough break for Travis Johnson, the 86J. He's got a flat tire on that automobile as he pulls it down off of turn number 4. Here comes your leader, Caleb Edwards, the 99. Got a car down on the bottom of turn number 3, bringing out a caution. So the caution coming out once again. 15's what we're going.
Travis Johnson going to join the field off at turn number 4.
Travis Johnson got the 86J ready. He's down there in the grass area. Here we come. Off of turn number 4, back under green. The 99 is still Caleb Edwards. A lot of shaking and baking going on back here through the field as they exit turn 4. Robert Elliott in the 21. Oh, has to back way out of it. Keeps him out of the wall. Elliott in that 21, back to way out. We got a car up into the wall off of turn number 3. And that could be the 21 right there, bringing it down here into the off of turn 4.
It is the 21, Warren. It's Rochberg. He's got a flat right front tire.
Caution light goes off in turn number 3 and 1. So the field head down off at turn number 4 this time. We should go back under green with the 99 of Caleb Edwards out of South Coffeyville, Oklahoma on the point. He's been there, but it's a challenge. That number 10's been knocking at the door. Kinzer Edwards out of South Coffeyville as well. And now you got Joe Adams out of Enid in the K6. We're off of turn 4 and we're back under race. Back there in the pack and they exit turn number 2. Your Sport Mods under the NCRA banner working their way through turn numbers 3 and 4. It's still Caleb Edwards. And we got a situation over here in 1 and 2. 2, 3, 4 cars. 4 cars involved over here in turn number 1 and 2. Kansas State Fairgrounds. The push truck's invaluable as well. Looking to go back under green off of 4. Here we go. Pushing and shoving now down that back straightaway off of turn number 2. One car running way up high. That's Detterding. He's going to spin it in turn number 3. So the caution right back out for the 85D, Greg Detterding.
Warren Detterding had a great run going. You could hear the tire blow down the back straightaway. Right rear tire sending sailing up into turn number 3. Looped it around in turn number 3 up against the wall. Here he comes in to get it changed.
So the 85D, Greg Detterding out of Pond Creek, Oklahoma. Gets the car right over there in the staging area.
Major overheating problem for Detterding. Putting some water to the motor right now. Overheating starting to take place. Also the 20 in. Overheating on the 20 as well.
Caution light has been turned off. Your field in between turn numbers 3 and 4. Looking to go back under green off of turn number 4. Here we go. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2. We're now down that long back still Caleb Edwards in the 99. Bringing the field down off of turn number 4, followed by the 10 of Kinzer Edwards. Off at turn number 4. A little bit of breathing room for the driver now from South Coffeyville, Oklahoma. For Caleb Edwards, Kinzer Edwards, the 35 of Mark Harrison. Into turn number 3, coming down off of turn 4. Your leader from South Coffeyville, Oklahoma, the 99 of Caleb Edwards. As the remainder of the field makes its way by your finish line and the Midwest Ford Toyota Starters Tower, taking the win, your Bob Howard, PDC Mopar NCRA Sport Mod Division out of South Coffeyville, Oklahoma, the 99 of Caleb Edwards. We're going to go down trackside. Scott Stiles, he's got Caleb Edwards out of South Coffeyville, Oklahoma. Believe this is his first ever Hutchinson National title, so let's go down to Scott Stiles.
Caleb Edwards gets greeted by his crew. Big smile on the South Coffeyville, Oklahoma face. Unbuckles, gets the Hans device off, climbs out of the car. Let him hear Caleb Edwards. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Who's that guy that ran second?
That's brother. He helps me out so much, so much. Oh, geez. I'm just glad it's over with now.
Long race due to the cautions, that sort of thing. Don't usually see cautions with you guys. You're pretty racy, but stayed clean. But tonight, a lot more on the line, $1,000 richer. But this is a big title, the 56th annual Hutch Nationals. You're now a champion. You'll always be in the record books.
Well, welcome back to the Grassroots Racing Show and Night at the Track. You've been watching the first half of the action from the Hutchinson Nationals, 56th running of the Hutchinson Nationals. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. Well, Roger, I was dead on it with the Thumper race. Wasn't that good racing? You saw the fellow with the problem, Brad Costello, out of Enid, Oklahoma, had that flat tire. Oh, it was good racing. Good racing. And we were talking about in the mod class with Edwards, and he has his car painted up just like Carl Edwards is.
99
yeah.
Ford.
Well, all good racing.
Sure.
Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned because we're going to be on next week with the other half of the Night at the Track from Hutchinson. Thanks for watching.